Hey there everyone, Katie Freiling here, and today I'd like to share with you what I feel to be is one of the biggest secrets to really motivating yourself to take more action. Now, as entrepreneurs, and really no matter what industry you're in, no matter what your dreams and goals are, if you do not get off your butt and actually take action towards what you want to achieve, it will never happen. Things don't just fall into our laps. This is not new, okay? You know this, I know this, we all know this, but unfortunately, I'd say about 98% of people, no matter how much they know this and know that they actually have to take action, will never do it. They'll never take that first step, or they'll take a few steps and then something will stop them and then they are paralyzed and stuck. So why is it that this happens? Now, this is a very deep subject that I could go into much greater depth about, but don't have time to in this short video today. And it's something that I definitely will get more detailed with in the future. But for the sake of today's video, I want to give you a simple mindset shift that you can start applying in your life and in your business right now to really start motivating yourself to take more action towards the goals and the dreams and the business and the lifestyle that you are really after. So it comes down to a simple shift in your mindset, a shift in your association. So I'll share with you what I mean here. Now, it's human nature, it's human beings, that we're driven by two forces. You probably know this. We're driven by fear and desire. We're either moving away from something and avoiding pain, or moving towards something, desiring something, moving towards pleasure. So it's these two driving forces that drive most of us in life. So if you have goals and dreams and visions, you want to travel the world, you want to spend more time with your kids, you want to buy that house, and you want to give back or work with this charity, whatever it is, you have your desires. Then of course, over here you have your fears. So for most people, it's fear of failure. Fear of failure, and that can manifest in different ways of I'm afraid of what people will think of me, I'm afraid that I might be judged or criticized, I'm afraid that I will not do it good enough and that I won't make the money, and then my friends and family will laugh at me and I'll be embarrassed, and there's all of these different manifestations of that fear of failure. So even though you can have the greatest intentions and visions for what you want in your life and what you want to create, you also have these fears, and if your fear of failure is stronger than what you want and what you're going after and what your desire is, and that's most of the time what happens, there's this conflict of energy, and the fear is what overpowers your desire. Fear is a stronger force than desire, unfortunately. That when we're afraid of something, it really is that force, that energy that holds us back. So how do you make this shift if we've got our desires and we have fears? So we can't just say, oh, I'm going to let go of all my fears and never be afraid again. Okay, the more we push fear away and resist it and avoid it, the stronger it gets, the more it persists. So we can't just push fear away. But what we can do is change and make a shift in our association of what we associate pain to. So in this circumstance, we're, in this example, associating pain to fear of failure. We're associating pain to being embarrassed, of not being good enough. We're associating pain to, not making the money that we think we should. So it's this association of pain that's blocking us. But to make the shift, make a shift in where you focus and where you place this association of pain. So if you really go deeper and you think and you feel into this of like, okay, what if I were to stay stuck where I'm at right here today and I'm never able to move forward? Whether you're in debt, whether you're not able to spend time with your kids and you're just, it destroys you. Maybe, being at work all the time is just making you miserable and you don't feel fulfilled and you're totally drained of energy. And, you don't have the money to do what you want in life, even though you know that having the abundance and the money that you want is something that you can have, but you just aren't doing it. You're going to stay stuck where you are here today. that is the consequence of you not taking action, is not moving forward. But a lot of times that we don't actually think about that. We're just focused on this fear of failure over here. But when you really feel into it, your fear of not achieving the dreams and the goals that you want, of not being able to make the money, buy that house, spend time with your kids, live your life purpose, and do all of these things, just feeling the feeling of 20 years from now being stuck in the same position that you are today and not moving forward, that is painful. And when you really feel into that and you feel that pain of, it really is a tragedy actually, of being so consumed by your fear of failure that you actually don't really live life to its fullest, and that you succumb to a life of mediocrity and a life of, not being fulfilled and not really being able to live your true potential. If you feel into that and you feel what that would feel like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, that pain, I can guarantee it, will be so much stronger than your fear of failure. That is a real pain right there of really feeling like you've wasted your life. So when you can shift your focus from, okay, I've got this I associate pain to this failing part, when you shift it to, actually, there's much more pain over here if I don't take action. So instead of associating pain with taking action because you might fail, shift your focus to, there's actually more pain that I'm going to be experiencing if I don't take action. So when you make that shift in association, that's when you can really, at a more deep core level, get it and start really feeling it on a daily basis of, oh my gosh, if I don't do this, this is what I'm going to create in my life. This is the pain that I'm going to be feeling for the rest of my life, and it overpowers that other fear. So you can actually take this and apply it to all areas of your life of shifting where you associate pain. And I'll give you another example. So I'm planning on doing a cleanse next week. Now, in the past, when I've done cleanses where it's, fasting and cleansing the body, I've had a hard time with it because I have in the past associated a cleanse to pain, of not being able to eat the foods that I want, of being hungry, of this, of that. And so there's this pre-association with pain associated with a cleanse. But with this new awareness now, as I'm stepping into this cleanse, I now associate the pain to not doing the cleanse. If I don't follow through with it, what will happen with my, the toxicity in my body and all of the things that I want to clear out in my body? So I'm making that shift in my own life. You can make that shift if you want to, stop smoking cigarettes, for example. If you want to stop smoking cigarettes and you just can't do it, that's because you've been associating pain with not smoking. You've been associating pain with the withdrawal of not being able to have your cigarette. That feels bad for you. But when you can make that shift, and it can happen on your own, or life may present you with something that causes you to shift, like maybe getting cancer or having somebody in your family get cancer, where you make a shift in your awareness of seeing that the pain is not really in not having the cigarette. The pain is in the consequences of what will happen to you if you continue to keep smoking and you do not stop. Okay, same thing with losing weight. If you feel like you want to lose weight so bad but you just can't, it's because you're associating pain with not having your donuts and your cookies and your hamburgers. But if you start associating the real pain with, the embarrassment or the feeling of being or actually being very unhealthy in your body, maybe not living as long as you'd like, experiencing all these chronic health problems and diseases, when you start associating more pain with the consequences of not taking action, that's when you really get leverage and you can make a true inner shift. So again, just to recap with back to building a business and why we're not taking action when we know we need to, just make a shift in your association with where you place pain. So the pain of failing or feeling like you're failing is nothing compared to the pain that you will experience of not being able to achieve your dreams and not being able to really be with your kids, make that money, give back in ways that you want to give back. Fear of failure? It seems like nothing compared to that, because we all fall down. We all fall down every now and then, and all you need to do is pick yourself back up and keep on moving. There really is no such thing as failure. There's just challenges and opportunities for growth, really. So I hope that this was helpful for you today. I know that, it can sound like a simple thing, but when you really start applying it to your life, it really is so powerful. Like just with me in the cleanse, even though it's a small example, just with that shift in my association is what will really motivate me to want to follow through with that cleanse and to do it with motivation and excitement and enthusiasm. And you can do the same thing in your business as well. So I would love to hear from you. Please leave me a comment down below. Love hearing your thoughts always. And also as well, if you enjoyed this video, share it with your friends on Twitter and Facebook. We'd really appreciate it. And have a beautiful rest of your day, and take action today. Get out there and really do what it takes to take that next step in your business. All right, thanks everyone. Bye-bye.